£10,000 might just be relevant. I just think we concentrate too much on the complaint side of things that we don't really have any control over. What we do have control over is getting together and coming up with a proposal to generate funds.
If you can come up with ways to generate funds, I'm quite happy to look seriously at the back of that.
We can't even get time, we can't even sit down and discuss it. I've been on it for 5 months, we've not sat down and discussed it, not once.
I understand your point, and you're quite right on that. We should be looking possibly at different ways of generating funds.
We do tend to spend a lot more time complaining about things that we have no control over, rather than things that we do have control over.
Yeah,
that's why I said if you genuinely believe you can overturn it, Stuart, I'm behind you 100%.
Let me tell you what's happened in the past, and you're probably aware of the notice. What's tended to happen in the past in Rugby, and this is a political point, is RMBC have been ruled by Labour Party for years. And over them years, the parish and town councils have been in a position where members of Rotherham Borough Council have been on the parish councils, and they, for want of a better word, they've had lots of Labour councillors on the parish councils. So over the years, there's been a culture of whatever Rotherham did, it was very rare it was questioned in parish council meetings.
Because we were all the same.
Because they was all the same. Now, we have an independent council, same as Dinnington, and they're in the same position we are. We are now starting to question what's going on. And this is part of what's happening. We're now questioning it. We should question it, because we should be doing what we think right for the people. If we can generate funds, preferably without taxing, indirectly taxing people, by all means, come up with ideas, and I will support them if I think they're good ones. But we also have to turn around and make a stand when we're getting grants that we're entitled to from central government. We also have to make a stand to say
so can we be, sorry Paul, go on.
Just a quick point, all to back up Stuart's for the recruitment, if you don't ask, you won't get. So there's, I back it by asking, so we should ask. Dinnington should ask, everybody should ask. If they turn around and basically show you the finger, then that's it. But at least we've indicated that we're not happy.
If you remember, this was going to be taking one or 2 years, I think, originally before we met them. And they pushed it back to 3 at that parish network meeting because everybody objected that it was too soon a reduction. Some areas are taking 10 years to reduce it, some are far. Rather than wanted 1 or 2, we went back to 3. And at that meeting, what he's done is he's worked on the principle of what Rotherham has lost and he's equated it to that. And I was disappointed when I read the letter because I thought if it's 30% they've lost here, then we might only get 30% reduction. What that cumulative figures come to is 100% of what they've lost, which means we don't get anything this year. So,
yeah. When it's 300 and some £1,000 for all the parishes, they're taking away out of a budget of something like 700 million. It's small change. They're doing it because they're just making us.
Can we vote?
Yeah, can we take a vote on that proposal?
Can I make what I think is the final point?
Quickly.
You mentioned there's a meeting of all the parish councils, and what concerns me is that IMBC have appointed Councillor Taylor Yassin with, among other things, responsibility for a council relationship with parish councils. I am of the opinion, and it is only my opinion, that I think this is a whitewash, because he now devolves responsibility from himself and put it onto Councillor Yassin. Is she working for the parish council or is she working for RMBC?
Well, she's a borough councillor. It wasn't Commissioner Myers' decision, it was the leader of the council and his cabinet that have added 3 more advisory cabinet members. Councillor Yassin is one of those, and one of her responsibilities is working with parish and town councils, and I'm not sure when she takes that role up, but that wasn't a commissioner decision. It was decided by the leader of the council.
Yeah, but the point I'm making, Clyde, this letter is from Sir Jerry Myers, who's making all the running. When he gets to the bottom, oh, by the way, guys, nothing to do with me now, it's council.
It's never been him. He's never dealt with it. It's been an advisory cabinet.
Well, all right.
It was Councillor Lelliot until recently, and she's now been given another portfolio and brought 3 more advisory cabinet members in, and one of them has now taken that.
Maybe we should invite her to a council meeting.
Well, she will be chairing the Town Parish Council working for the first time in New Year, so we'll see where we go with that. Can we take a vote on that? Do you want to read? Yeah.
I'm happy to propose what I can do that.
Just that bit.
Yeah,
Copy of the letter to Wales.
Can we just read it out again?
Yeah, we need to.
We're going to write back, thanking for the letter, still objecting, feel that it has adverse effect on the parish. It is the understanding of the council that central government still recommends that the grant should be passed on to the parish level. It is hoped that the erosion of the grant will be halted in future years. We'll also be copying this letter to and the response to YLCA for forwarding to NEL, who are lobbying on a national level.
I'll second that.
Right, all those in favour? Where are we? Item 13. Can we just go through, try and get some of these out of the way, because we've got to do a public session and then so if it, number 2, which is to receive thank you email from 57 rather than Brownies.
Can I propose that we accept that letter?
So we need to go. Seconded.
Yeah.
All those in favour? 3, to receive letter of thanks to North Anston Shoebox Ladies.
Can I propose we receive that?
Seconded.
All those in favour, thank you. Do we need to discuss the Durham University one? Can we put that one to one side about Durham University? Because I'd like to have a... Can we defer that to next meeting?
I think it needs discussion.
Because I think it
What's
is.
that?
No,
No.
next
Yeah,
meeting.
because I mean, I won't say stuff on that, but it's a positive thing.
5, to receive notice from RBC regarding the right to buy social mobility scheme.
Can I propose we receive that notice?
Second.
Seconded, all those in favour? Thank you. I receive a letter from the Open Spaces Society.
Can I propose that we receive that letter?
Seconded.
Seconded, all those in favour? Thank you. Following items available to members on request, Rural Action Yorkshire Country Air Autumn 2015. Mike has got a copy of that if anybody wants to read it. Item 13, consider resolutions notified by members committees. There are none. Where do we go there? 14. So we can leave 14.1, because that's for 2016 anyway. I think that does that run until
Is that end of January?
end of January. So yeah, we can put it on the 13th meeting. Receive 1 month's notice amendment standing order 105 to acknowledge the public contracts regulations 2015. Can we just to receive that notice?
Yeah. Which notice was it?
It's standing order 105 in order to acknowledge public contract regulations 2015. There's been amended. We will also copies by Mike sent around that we came from YLCA.
C14.2, out on there.
Yeah.
Right, just goes on the second.
Can we just...
Receive that discussion?
Well, it's only it's a notice. It's just an amendment to the public regulations.
I've read it.
We can.
What actually changed, or what's changed?
Can you see the red?
What?
No, it's not.
Right, so is that paragraph?
Is it F?
And is that paragraph?
It's F at the bottom. Is it that?
Further
Sorry, it's B. It's 5 105 5, and then B in its entirety.
That's a change to the legislation?
Yeah, it's statutory. And then I think that's it, isn't it?
Proposal second.
And then do we have a seconder for that? All those in favour? Thank you. The next one is that's statutory, and that's number 14.3. 1 was notice amendment to financial regulations. 10.3 technology public contract regulations. Again, that's statutory, and that's 10.3. Everybody's got that one. So with the back page, and it's the last page. It says for orders from £25,000 is the figure that's been changed.
That's change in relation to the previous one. Which
Yeah.
is approved.
Yeah.
The proposal second.
Proposer? Do it. Ivan, all those in favour? Thank you.
This one doesn't really discussion.
What item? Anyway, so,
If you want to opt out, you want to go to the person.
right, so can we again,
What's it telling us?
Can you just give us a brief explanation?
Essentially, the audit rules and regulations or legislation has changed. So because the audit commission was disbanded, we're currently audited externally by a company down south. Smaller councils with a threshold or whatever it says in there, 1.5 million or 6 million or whatever it is, will be allowed to appoint their own external auditing bodies. The National Association is getting together a national package so that councils can go into their system and to have an external auditor appointed. If you don't want to go with the national system, you can opt out, but you've got to opt out before the 31st of January. If you do opt out, obviously you've then got quite an onerous process of appointing an independent external auditor.
So basically, NALC has now set up a programme to replace the audit commission,
For our level, yeah.
and they will, should we say, vet the companies or pick the companies that are allowed to do external audits for councils.
it's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it? Because otherwise we've got to go through it ourselves and find out somebody to do it, so.
Do we have to receive that?
You have to agree not to opt out.
Right, can I propose that we don't opt out
Let's
of
get that right, yeah. We agree not to opt out.
the new audit system?
We want to be part of the scheme.
Yeah.
We want to go along.
Can I have a proposal then for
Can I
that?
propose it?
Second, Darren, all those in favour that we don't opt out?
We want to go along.
Get that one right, right where to read the time next meeting, Wednesday 13th of January 2015, after the charity meeting, approximately 7:30 p.m.
Maybe 2016, that'd be grateful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I'm
Go back in time,
time. We could have another year's practice from this point.
Oh, no, I'm getting pretty,
Item 16, to resort to adjourn the meeting or to allow the public to raise any issues regarding today's meeting. No resolutions may be moved on this item. This section is limited to 10 minutes.
Hey.
Gentlemen, got a question.
Your name is?
Stephen Baker.
Answering questions on.
It's not a question, it's a comment
Well,
actually
Steve.
on tonight's meeting about weblogs. When you sign on the dotted line to sit that side, you can't please all the people all the time, and some people aren't going to like what you're going to do and they're going to put it on the internet. There's nothing you can do about it. Councillors should be free, in my opinion, to express their own personal opinion on weblogs or what have you. They're bound by code of conduct. On the issue of copyright, you don't trade off your logo, so what's it matter? Do you really want to spend your own time or officers' time looking at copyright regulations? Have you not got other things to do? You know, if you've time to do it and you want to look into it and find out what legal position is and that's what you want to do, fair enough, but is it really worthwhile?
Thank you for the voice of reason.
In your opinion?
Yes, it is my opinion that I'm expressing. I wouldn't speak for anybody else. Darren.
Thank you for that, Stephen. No other questions? Right, thank you. I'll close. Now I'm going to, so we'll go back into the meeting, so that public question time is finished. We'll go back into the meeting. Item 17, to resolve to exclude the question public due to its confidential nature and business to be transacted.
So we'll get off so you can talk about it.
We know we are.
See you, Steve.
Can I propose that we exclude the press and public
No, God bless Stephen.
due to the confidential
Can I have a second then? Please. All in favour?
have to do it by law.
Please, Steve.
What used to happen before is we used to keep the public out, but we have to do it by law to get rid of it. By vote.
Turn the mic off.
Collapsed.
Thought I was going to get past him.
Collapsed.